Sorry.
Wrong guy. That's okay. So the house is going to open next week, and not too many politicians. Brian Galland's office is way up there. He's in the North Shore, and you know we like to get somebody. So you know, get ready for next week to hunt down the politicians, and a lot of issues. But where can you find a politician? You can't see them. I seen one. Oh, I hear something. Oh, here we go. There's one. How you doing?
I'm good, Charles. How are you doing?
Good, good, good. This wasn't even planned. No.
No.
No. Okay, so what's with these?
Like a reality show.
Yeah, yes,
Real.
yeah. Yes, oh yeah, this is the real stuff.
It's like the Washington reality show.
Yes, yes,
Donald
yes.
Trump
Oh,
is
Donald Trump.
president.
Oh yeah, Donald Trump. Okay, we could talk about that.
It's kind of a horror reality show.
Oh yes, big time. It's going to get a little bit more Howarder. Is that a word? Okay, that's like David Coon. That's like Donald Trump using the word tremendous. Was it tremendous, that word? Anyway, never mind that.
Believe me.
So you started with your...
I
there you go.
Sure that everyone knows.
So, oh, it's all right. There. You're making me nervous. Okay, that's okay. You started this week in review videos.
Yes. Well, it's an experiment. 60 seconds to talk about the week in review.
So how is that going?
Well, we've done one. Tomorrow is Friday, so I guess that'll be number 2.
What are you trying to do? You're trying to be a blogger, or?
No, not trying to horn in on your turf at all.
You're not the competition.
No, the idea is to talk about what happened in the legislature mostly in the week previous.
I'll tell you what, since you're my MLA, I think when you do this review...
to bring in a professional.
No, you did very well. No, that was... how many takes was that?
I don't want to say.
You don't want to say, okay. You're not like me. You make a fool of yourself once, who gives a damn?
No, I made a fool of myself multiple times.
Multiple times, but you don't do... So you do take 1, take 2, take 3.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hey, you're on
Because
this.
I don't write a script.
You don't worry. I
work from my head.
So it's maybe you'll learn from here. See, I don't script.
Well, I should pay attention. Yeah.
But you have to make it short and to the point.
Right.
Now, shouldn't you have a devil advocate?
We tried that, but that just I ended up, laughing a lot.
But nobody emailed me. I could play the devil advocate like I'm going to do here in a couple of seconds
Right.
here.
No, we tried it, but it didn't work.
Okay, let me practice. Let me train you. Okay, so what's been happening in the North Shore this past week?
North Shore, la péninsule
La
acadienne.
péninsule acadienne. Oui, oui, on peut parler français. Go ahead.
It's been a huge catastrophe with the ice storm. We had that in 2016 in Charlotte County, and it was really serious for a lot of people. People out of power for 7-8 days. Now on a much bigger scale on the La Péninsule Acadienne, a much bigger scale, Kent County, not just there, other places, on a much bigger scale. So this is what we can expect from here on in with the weather driven by global warming.
So, le Premier ministre, y a-t-il fait une bonne chose d'appeler la force canadienne?
Oui, il a été très important d'avoir l'armée en la péninsule acadienne d'aide les gens de ce coin de la province.
Do you think this is a disaster? This is a disaster. This is really, really, really bad. I mean, NB Power, I think they'll have to review the way they put polls and everything.
Just like everywhere else, NB Power and other utilities haven't quite caught up to the reality, the new reality of the kinds of weather extremes we're going to regularly face, and we are facing because of climate change, because of global warming. So the amount of ice on the lines exceeded the standards that they prepare for by 4 times.
Yeah.
So it means that we're going to have to figure out how to strengthen or harden for example, our transmission system against ice storms. Identify those areas that are most at risk, like
So you're going to need an inquiry. I'll find out what we're going to do here.
Yeah, well, it's not about. I mean, the response was good. NB Power did a great job.
Did Gaetan Thomas do a good job?
And the Army did a great job.
Did Gaetan Thomas do a good job?
I mean, Mr. Thomas said he didn't realize how bad it was until a couple of days in. And so...
Do you think Gaetan Thomas, from what I've seen from Gaetan Thomas, he's sort of like, he doesn't look like a CEO. You sort of can look the human factor when Gaetan Thomas speaks to the media. He's not what I'm trying to say, he's not a snob. He sort of showed that we care, but it's the board of directors behind him.
They all did a good job. EMO did a good job. But my point is that our infrastructure is no longer up to the task of withstanding these incredible storms. It's the same for the roads. I mean, when we have these crazy rainstorms in the summertime or springtime, fall, they're destroying roads and taking out bridges which were built to withstand most normal weather, but there's no normal weather anymore.
This week in review, so you had the Elaine law. Do you think that's gonna... next week, the Allen, what's it called?
Ellen.
So,
Ellen.
What do you think? Do you think that should pass?
Yeah, it should pass.
Why?
Well, that's a good thing to have the car drivers to make sure there's a meter between them and the bicycle riders.
Shouldn't we? Like Fredericton is the worst place for cyclists. There's no bike lane.
Right.
And they don't want I know you are for supporting a bicycle helmet. See, this week in review, this is what you call the devil advocate. Okay. You can't use the trail. So if I drive the car and then I see a car going right by me, can I take his license and call the cops?
If they're closer than a meter, I guess you can.
So where do you go if you're on the street here? There's no bike lane.
Well, you need to stay near the edge of the road. But my point, what I'm going to be making is, in the cities, we need to have barriers to create bike lanes, real bike lanes for bicycles.
Real bike lanes,
so that they're separated from the cars. And outside of the cities, I think we need to be paving shoulders so that people can ride their bikes on the shoulders of secondary roads and not be on the road directly. So
how come we never hear in the 70s people being killed on bicycle? I rode a bicycle across Canada and across the States. I never hear anything.
People were killed.
I never heard. Not in the 70s.
Maybe everyone drove slow. Maybe everyone drove more slowly.
And maybe there was no testing. There was no computer. There was no talking in the car.
I don't know. You'd have to look at the statistics.
Okay, anything else for in review? Oh, Monsieur Bichard is gone.
Yes.
Did they find a new sergeant arm yet?
They're looking. So right now we have an interim sergeant at arms, Brad, and they're searching for a new one.
You want me to apply?
You go ahead.
Go ahead. I did apply.
I don't know. Did you apply?
I did apply. Oh yes,
I be able to march. Well, you were in the military.
I was in the military, so 6 months, 10 days.
Well,
anything else in review?
I would say practice the marching if you want.
Practice the marching. All right. Anything else in review?
In review, not this week, but next week there'll be lots.
Lots.
Yeah.
So you're going to go in the house. Oh, by the way, Mister, where did you learn how to sing? Anyway.
That's a joke, right?
No, where do you learn how to sing? You got more views on that YouTube than you have to listen to your BS. Right. Oh, sorry, I mean
that's because it was comedy.
It was comedy.
Like a musical comedy.
Musical comedy.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could sing.
I practice in church.
You think the Premier is doing good to stay up there in the North Shore?
Oh yeah.
Did you go up there?
No.
How come?
Because I don't think
it's not politically savvy.
Appropriate to just kind of show up. It's kind of like chasing an ambulance.
Yeah.
If you're other than the Premier, I mean, the Premier should be there, but I mean, and the MLAs, of course, from there.
From there, yeah.
But to have people go in just for a picture or whatever,
yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a good idea. So that's a very good point. So the Premier is doing good to be there, showing
should be there. Yes.
Anything else that I forget?
I don't think so.
Or did you go? Oh, did you go to the State of the Province address?
I did.
What do you think of that?
Nothing new.
What? It was good food?
It was the same.
It was good food?
Food was...
I was there.
The food was fine.
Huh?
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah.
So, the food was fine, and...
I went there by media, or just by...
The speech was just the same... A review. It was just like a review of... The last 2 years, so no announcements, nothing about where the Premier wants to go. So it was, I guess they would say, pedestrian.
Yeah. Past week in review, Dominic Carty joining the PC party.
Yeah, I guess it's no surprise. I bet all kinds of people cookies that was going to happen.
So you have David
I'm going
Coon.
to win a lot of cookies now.
Look, David Coon's going to join the Liberal Party, maybe?
I don't think so.
No? That's not going to happen?
Never.
Never.
No.
Never. Never say never. You never know.
No.
Okay, did I forget anything?
I can't imagine.
Okay, listen, young grasshopper. This is way too long, but
Right.
that's okay. Anybody want to listen to this BS? We'll be lucky if we hit 50 viewed on this one.
I might
But
have to
anyway.
owe you a battery.
Yeah, exactly. But you want the devil advocate, no problem.
I
But
get the idea.
I have no patience. There won't be take one, take two, take 52. We're gonna do this perfect. It's one shot only. Thank you very much, sir. You have a good day. We'll talk to you.